If you're an OFW, whether you're in Dubai, London, California, or Qatar, you've probably asked yourself this: where should I invest my hard-earned money? Should you buy property in the Philippines, start building a real estate portfolio in the USA where you work, or maybe consider buying property in the UK where your kids are growing up? In this video, we'll break down the numbers, risks, returns, and tax rules for buying real estate in the Philippines, USA, and UK from an OFW's perspective. By the end, you'll know where your money will grow faster, where the risks are highest, and how to build a long-term property strategy wherever you are in the world. So let's dive in. OFWs and the real estate dream. Every OFW has a dream, and for many, it starts with one thing: a house back home. That's why real estate is the number one investment for OFWs. But here's the challenge. You're earning in dollars or pounds, but spending or investing in pesos. You're building life abroad, but anchoring your wealth in the Philippines. That's where things get tricky. So before we compare countries, let's talk strategy. What makes a real estate investment worth it? A good real estate investment should check these boxes. First is positive cash flow. It makes money every month. Second is capital appreciation. It increases in value over time. Third is tax efficiency. You don't get eaten alive by taxes. Fourth, accessibility. You can manage or monitor it even from abroad. And fifth is your exit strategy. You can sell or transfer easily if needed. We'll compare these factors across the three countries one by one. Buying property in the Philippines. Let's start with home base, the Philippines. Costs and process for OFWs. As an OFW, you're allowed to own 100% condominiums, land if you're a natural-born Filipino citizen, even if dual citizen. Common options is pre-selling condos in Metro Manila or Cebu, house and lot packages from developers, small rental properties in provincial cities. Let's talk about Anna in Dubai. Anna, who's a 36 years old, works in Dubai. She bought 4 million pesos pre-selling condominium in Quezon City. She pays 20,000 pesos per month for 5 years. Then loans the balance with Pag-ibig or bank financing. Pros: easy payment terms. The developer takes care of construction, turnover, and even leasing. Cons: condo fees eat rental income, rental saturation in Metro Manila, poor tenant laws, and it's hard to evict non-paying renters. For returns, let's crunch the numbers on a typical 5 million pesos condo in Metro Manila. For rental income, probably 20,000 pesos per month. Expenses, 5,000 pesos for association dues, tax, repairs. Net monthly income, let's say, is 15,000 pesos. So annual yield for that one is 3.6%. Not bad, but not great. And it's only worth it if you get long-term tenants. For taxes and fees, rental income tax is 8% if under 3 million annual. Capital gains tax on sale, if you're gonna sell it, 6%. And other fees is 1.5 to 2% on transfer and registration. Philippine tax laws are simple but rigid. And remember, land appreciation is slow outside major cities. For pros, familiarity, it's easy to buy and understand, long-term retirement base, and peso denominated helps with local spending. For cons, low rental yield, poor tenant protections, limited appreciation in many areas, and there's an oversupply in Metro Manila condos. Next is buying real estate in the US. The United States, home to thousands of OFWs such as nurses, engineers, and dual citizens. Can you buy property as an OFW in the US? Yes, even on a work visa. So let's talk about Mark in California, who's 45 years old. He's a nurse in Sacramento. He bought a duplex for $480,000 using an FHA loan with just 3.5% down, rents out one unit for $1,800, lives in the other. After mortgage and expenses, that's about $600 per month. So for costs, here's a breakdown for $400,000 home, and down payment is 20%, which is $80,000. Loan is $320,000 at 6.5% interest. Monthly repayment of $2,500. The rental income is $2,700. So net yield would be, let's say, 2 to 4% after tax and management. So key US cities for OFWs: Texas, it's affordable and high rent. Florida, vacation rental potential. Nevada, low state income tax. California, high appreciation but low yield. For taxes, federal income tax on rent, 10% to 24%. State taxes depends on state. Property tax, 1 to 3% of home value annually. Capital gains tax is 0 to 20%, depending on your bracket. You must file US tax returns as a landlord, even if abroad. For pros for this one: high appreciation in hot markets, great tenant laws for landlords, strong property rights, tax deductions on mortgage, repairs, and depreciation. For cons: complicated tax system, high entry cost, must work with agents, accountants, lawyers. Market is highly cyclical. Next one is buying property in the UK. Finally, the United Kingdom. Tens of thousands of Filipinos live and work here. But is it smart to buy property in the UK as an OFW? Let's take a look at Lisa in Birmingham. She's a nurse. She bought £240,000 flat in Birmingham. She used a 15% down payment and let it out through a property manager. Rents for £1,100 per month and pays £950 in expenses. That's about £150 per month or £1,800 per year. Yield is 2.5 to 3%. Key UK markets for OFWs are Birmingham, Manchester, which is growth cities with good yields, Liverpool, which has a high rental demand from students, London, appreciation play but very expensive. For taxes, stamp duty is 3 to 5%, rental tax is 20 to 45% depending on the income, capital gains tax can be up to 28%, council tax, local property fee. However, you can deduct mortgage interest, repairs, and more. For pros, legal protection for landlords, long-term appreciation in growing cities, there's a strong demand in student cities, easy access if you're already in the UK. Cons, high taxes, complex legal system, expensive upfront, and slow bureaucracy. So if you want safety and growth, it would be USA. If you want convenience and retirement base, it would be Philippines. If you want stability and access from the UK, it would be the UK. Here's what most OFWs get wrong. They invest emotionally instead of strategically, so let's fix that. Step 1. Define your goal. Do you want cash flow? Buy rentals in the US. Do you want a retirement home? Buy in the Philippines. Do you want to build wealth for your kids in the UK? Buy where they'll live. Step 2 is know your risk tolerance. If you want peace of mind for retirement, take the Philippines. If you can handle complexity, go to the UK or USA. If you're willing to hire professionals, any of the three. Step 3, run the numbers. Never buy property without calculating rental yield projections, tax analysis, exit strategy, and property management options. Use tools like Zillow for the US, Rightmove or Zoopla for the UK, Lamudi for Philippines, and cash flow calculators. Step 4, diversify over time. You don't have to pick one. Over 10 to 15 years, you can own one in the Philippines, one in your work country, and one in a rental hotspot. Build wealth strategically, not emotionally. You left the Philippines to give your life a better life. Now it's time to make your money work as hard as you do. Don't just buy real estate because someone pressured you or because a relative knows a developer. Make every peso, pound, or dollar build wealth for the long term. invest with intention, own with purpose, live with freedom. And whether your dream home is in Laguna, London, or Las Vegas, make sure it supports your future, not just your pride. If this video helped you see real estate from a smarter angle, give it a like and subscribe. Tag a fellow OFW who needs this guide. So, comment down below, where do you want to invest first? Philippines, USA, or UK? And we'll see you in the next video. Ciao!